Life can change in an instant. One moment, everything feels ordinary. The next, a single piece of news can redirect your entire future. Imagine sitting with your partner, watching a live broadcast, feeling your heart tighten as the world witnesses a deeply human moment unfold. That is exactly what happened when Kelly Ripa shared her emotions alongside Mark Consuelos, revealing a deeply personal chapter in their lives. Millions watched as the couple confronted news that reshaped their perspective on health, vulnerability, and the bonds of love. Today, we explore what happened behind the headlines, how they faced this moment together, and the extraordinary resilience that emerges when two people unite in the face of uncertainty. Seeing Mark beyond the spotlight. To truly understand the significance of this moment, it is essential to look beyond the television persona of Mark Consuelos. For decades, he has captivated audiences with charm, versatility, and presence. But behind the camera exists the husband, father, and friend who navigates the same anxieties and challenges that any person might face. While fans admired his strength and poise, the very traits that make him appear unshakable often mask the quiet battles of everyday life. It is this contrast, the perception of unbreakable confidence and the reality of personal fragility, that made the news so poignant, reminding viewers that even those we idolize are not immune to the challenges of the human experience. From speculation to reality. Before the news became official, whispers and speculation circulated in hushed tones, yet nothing prepared the world for the definitive update that Mark faced, a shift from rumor to reality. The gravity of the news brought a ripple of concern, both for the family and for millions of viewers who had followed their lives for years. While the details remained private, the essence of the situation was clear. Life, as they had known it, had subtly, yet profoundly shifted. Within hours, the story reached the public, and the man who had shared laughter and morning energy with millions was now confronting a path filled with uncertainty. A moment of vulnerability. As the news settled in, Kelly Ripa responded with the most human of reactions: tears. Her emotions were not a performance, but a reflection of the depth of her bond with Mark and the shared life they had built together. For someone known for humor, poise, and vibrant energy, her vulnerability was startling, yet it carried a profound message. Love is not about perfection, but about showing up fully, even in moments of fear and uncertainty. The studio, normally filled with laughter and energy, became a space of silent reflection as viewers witnessed the couple's shared concern and mutual care. Navigating uncertainty. A life-altering diagnosis brings weight beyond the immediate medical facts. It introduces a journey of adjustment, reflection, and the unknown. For Mark, it meant recognizing limits he had previously brushed aside, understanding that even a strong body and a disciplined routine cannot eliminate the inevitable challenges that life presents. For Kelly, it meant balancing her own concern while remaining a pillar of support for her partner, finding strength in empathy and shared resolve. Together, they faced a landscape of hope, doubt, and determination, discovering that resilience often emerges in the quietest, most intimate moments: love in action. Their story reached a peak on live television when the usual humor and banter gave way to honesty and vulnerability. Kelly's polished exterior softened, her words and gestures revealing the gravity of the situation and the depth of her care. The moment was raw and unfiltered, a public yet intimate display of partnership. The world watched not as spectators of a scandal, but as witnesses to the courage it takes to be human, to acknowledge fear, and to respond with love and steadfastness. It reminded everyone that strength is not the absence of struggle, but the capacity to face it with presence, compassion, and integrity. A shared journey. The diagnosis was more than a medical update. It was a prompt for reflection and a catalyst for change. Mark and Kelly began to navigate new routines, healthcare appointments, and lifestyle adjustments together. What might have been isolating became a shared journey, where challenges were met side by side. In embracing the unknown, they discovered a renewed sense of connection, reinforcing the idea that partnership is not measured by easy moments, but by the willingness to face difficulty together. Their courage, in turn, inspired audiences, showing that vulnerability can be a source of collective strength rather than weakness. Strength in vulnerability. One of the most important lessons from this chapter is that true strength is not unbreakable. The strongest individuals are those who allow themselves to be vulnerable, who acknowledge their fears and limitations, and who continue forward with courage. Mark's journey revealed the physical and emotional challenges that accompany unexpected health developments, while Kelly's response highlighted the emotional labor of caring for a loved one. Together, they demonstrated that resilience is built not in isolation, but through connection, empathy, and shared commitment. Their story reframes what it means to be strong, proving that courage and love are inseparable from vulnerability. The ripple effect. The impact of their honesty extended far beyond the studio. Many viewers found themselves reflecting on their own health and relationships, inspired to prioritize care, communication, and preventive measures. The couple's willingness to show emotion and share a difficult reality sparked conversations about health, resilience, and the invisible struggles that families navigate daily. Kelly's tears were not only for her immediate concern, but also symbolized the collective fear and hope that millions experience when faced with uncertainty. By turning a private challenge into a shared moment of reflection, they humanized issues often hidden behind clinical walls, offering a model of openness and empathy. Resilience in daily life. In the weeks following the public moment, Mark and Kelly shifted their focus from fear to action. Their narrative became one of healing, adaptation, and perseverance. Mark embraced changes to his routines, seeking treatments and practices that addressed physical limitations, while Kelly provided steadfast support, balancing care with the reality of their public lives. In doing so, they modeled a new form of resilience, one grounded in honesty, patience, and the shared effort to overcome obstacles together. Their journey illustrated that resilience is not a single heroic act, but a continuous process of attention, adaptation, and emotional engagement, spiritual and emotional growth. Behind closed doors, the couple's experiences brought profound personal growth. They spoke of silences that conveyed more than words, quiet moments where presence replaced conversation, and the understanding that life is fragile yet meaningful. These reflections strengthened their partnership, emphasizing that the true measure of a relationship lies in mutual support, shared vulnerability, and the capacity to navigate uncertainty as a unified front. Through this lens, the public display of emotion becomes a teaching moment, a reminder that intimacy and strength are often intertwined. Redefining strength. Kelly and Mark's journey redefines a traditional understanding of strength. In a world that often equates success with control and perfection, they show that the courage to be vulnerable, to acknowledge challenges, and to continue forward together is the ultimate form of resilience. Their transparency provides hope not only to their audience, but also to families navigating similar trials, reinforcing the idea that love and support can transform uncertainty into purpose. The couple's story is a testament to the enduring power of partnership and the human capacity to adapt and thrive, even when circumstances are daunting. Building a new chapter. The moments of vulnerability witnessed on live television are not the conclusion of their story, but the beginning of a deeper, more intentional chapter. Mark and Kelly are no longer only icons of morning television. They are symbols of endurance, love, and emotional honesty. Their journey emphasizes that life's challenges, while difficult, can create opportunities for connection, reflection, and growth. By facing uncertainty together, they demonstrate that relationships anchored in empathy and care can withstand even the most unexpected changes, providing inspiration to anyone navigating difficult times. Hope for all, the broader lesson in this story is universal. If two people so admired for their success and composure can face uncertainty with love, honesty, and courage, then hope remains for everyone. Mark and Kelly's journey reminds us that human fragility is not a limitation, but an invitation to greater understanding, deeper connection, and renewed purpose. Their story encourages viewers to embrace vulnerability, to cherish loved ones, and to recognize that true strength emerges from the interplay of challenge, empathy, and resilience. Conclusion. Ultimately, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos remind us that life is unpredictable, but love and devotion can transform even the most challenging moments into sources of meaning and growth. Their openness on live television revealed not only the emotional realities of navigating health challenges, but also the beauty of partnership built on mutual respect, compassion, and presence. Through tears, shared concern, and unwavering support, they modeled a form of courage that resonates far beyond the confines of celebrity. Their story teaches that resilience is not the absence of fear, but the decision to face it together.